first of all, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the health bet. I know Beachbody has been all about this month, and you know, a lot of the popular challenge packs are on sale for it. So if you're not, you know, pumping people up and following up with your people that you've talked to in the past, even, you need to be talking to about this, because it might be, you know, the turning point for them to actually say yes, being in the health bet. I actually read the official rules today because I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like missing anything. I just wanted to make sure, because I want money. I know Derek wants money, and we all want some money because we do it anyways. We use the products, and we, you know, drink our Shakeology anyways. So, you know, we want to get part of that pot too. And there was a couple things that stuck out to me that I just wanted to make sure all of you guys knew about. And I posted these in my team already, but I want to make sure everybody else knew about it too. You have got to be active. You have got to be an active coach, or you're not going to get any part of the pot. You don't have to be a coach, because customers, if you're a customer and not a coach, they'll get a check mailed to them, and it'll come like 4 to 8 weeks later. So if you have any customers doing the health bet, then that's fine. But if you're a coach, you've got to be active, because they actually pay what your portion of the pot is going to be paid out in a bonus in your Beachbody office paycheck, like a normal Thursday paycheck. So if you're not active, you don't get paid. So you won't get the bonus for that either if you're not active. So just make sure that you're active, and then your customers are going to receive the check in 4 to 8 weeks. And also, one thing that we're not used to is the photos cannot have any sort of filters. So if you take a picture of your Shakeology, leave it as is. Or I think there's some filters in the app that you're allowed to use, but we cannot use like Instagram filters, anything like that. So make sure you're not enhancing your photos at all, or else you'll be disqualified. So that was 3 things that kind of stuck out to me. The weeks for the health bet is, hold on, I'm going to log into my Facebook because I posted it in the team. It's the 5th, I think, through, hold on a second. Yeah. September 5th to September 11th. And then submission period 2 is September 12th through the 18th. Submission period 3 is September 19th through the 25th. And submission 4 period begins the 26th and ends October 2nd. So really we'll be in October after the challenges or the health bet's over. But those are the actual weeks. So and within each of those weeks, you have to post, you know, your 5 different Shakeology photos, and then post that your workout for at least 3 days of those 5 to be eligible. So that's that. Any answer from her yet? We'll just do it, Brandy. We can do it. You gotta be off mute. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
I know we're gonna have somebody on our team like set it up. I think that's how it's working. We're gonna set it all up for everybody. So yeah. You guys want to join us too? That'd be fun.
Yeah, we're doing one on our team too. I know a lot of the coaches on the team are doing their own, but I just put it out there today that if anybody wanted in mine, you know, that was fine too. We could.
So if you're on my team, don't freak out. Like if you don't know how to do it or anything like that, because we'll go over all that when we get it set up.
Brandy, are you wanting some of us that have like people that we're going to add?
Yes, like everybody. We're going to have one coach on our. Am I correct, Tammy? Like one of our coaches is going to set it up for everybody. So go ahead and get your customers' information, and then when it's time to set them up, we'll message you for that.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you wanted us to like do our own for our own people or just have one big group.
You can, but let Tammy explain.
It's really each coach's option to do it either as a group. Either Brandy or myself are going to set up the group and kind of figure it all out. And we're going to enlist Lauren to kind of help us out because she's done a group in the app already. But it's really entirely up to you. There will be one available for you to add your people to, or you can run one yourself.
It would probably be better, at least for the customers, to do it all as one big group, I would think, because you're going to get to see more posts from other people, and they probably get a little bit more motivated that way, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think a big group would be better than like 3 people.
Yeah, I agree too. So the more the merrier. That's what I think. Yes.
Okay, I'll add my girls to the big one then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'd be awesome.
Hey, Brandy, Derek's gonna read Carolyn's part here.
Okay, awesome. Just
So
let me know when it's my turn.
okay. Why don't you just you can do I'll do the baby coach, you do the rock star, and he'll do the Mac Daddy. So really
He's the Mac Daddy, right?
as we're going through these, just kind of like figure out where you fall. Like, write down a little note, and this is going to help you see where you need to improve to become, the Mac Daddy category, basically. I would call baby coach, like someone just starting. They're not really sure about anything yet. Rockstar coach is kind of like they get it, but they're not all in yet. And then the Mac Daddy are basically all in. So, all right. So belief, that's a huge part of our Beachbody business. And, not just the products, but, financially, emotionally for everybody. So a baby coach would think, I know it's changed other people's lives, but I'm not sure if it can change mine. I'm hesitant to share it. That's what a baby coach would say. What would a rock star coach say, Brandy?
A rock star coach would say, this is pretty cool, or in my words, this is pretty badass. Products are starting to get me some really awesome results, and I'm going to share it because, I remember I was so excited, so I just wanted to share it with everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, and for the belief, the Mac Daddy coach would say, this is such an amazing gift physically and financially and emotionally. It's changing my life, and I would be selfish not to share it.
Yep. You see the differences there? Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a completely different level. And belief, and that's the whole thing. And real quick, I'm not going to talk about all of them and all, but belief I want to talk about just real quick because it's so important. When you're out there trying to sponsor coaches and build your organization that way, which is
sorry, nothing.
Oh, the light.
I'm just trying to
yeah,
walk away.
maybe move over a little bit. I know this light is terrible.
This way. Come this way.
So anyways, but belief is so important because, even from the very beginning when I first signed up, I knew that I was going to build a huge business with this. I mean, I didn't know how. I didn't know, a lot about the details and stuff, but I knew I was going to do this instead of being a nurse until I was 65 years old because I didn't want to do floor nursing my entire life. So I said, I'm going to make this work. And I had the belief, and and when I would go out and talk to people, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but you need to sign on with me because those who join with me at the beginning, it's going to be very much worth it for them. For the amount of work that I'm going to put in, you're going to benefit greatly, and it's going to behoove you if you sign up with me quickly as I start this, rather than in 2 years from now, such as, oh yeah, he's ready to build a great business. I want to be on his team. It behooves the quick decision makers to join with me at the beginning. So I want to go after people I care about and talk to. So I just had that belief. I knew I was going to build a big business. And when I signed up, I said, I am not going to sleep until I go Emerald. So it took me 17 hours, but I went Emerald before I went to sleep from the time I signed up as a coach because I just had that belief in it. So, and you got to grow into that belief. I believe a lot bigger now than I did back then, of course, but even from the very beginning I had that belief. But a lot of times the new coaches are so apprehensive and they're so, I don't know, they're just testing the waters with it. They're afraid to talk to anyone about it because they don't even know themselves that they're going to be here in 2 or 3 months, and they don't want to look foolish. But belief is really important. So
All right. And proof of the products. Baby coaches would say, I have a program, but I've only followed it a few days this week. And I've just looked at the meal plan. I'm not following it yet. And I have my Shakeology, but it's still in a bag.
A rockstar coach is going to say, I'm following the program, but missed a couple days here and there, and I'm learning the meal plan.
And maybe they open their bag of Shakeology and drank a few times a week.
Yeah.
And the Mac Daddy coach, following the program to a T. I get my workout in no matter what, and I follow an 80-20 diet.
And they drink the Shakeology every day.
Shakeology.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a chat. What's this?
Oh my goodness, I just itchy.
Oh. All right. Working from a list. A baby coach would say, I have 10 people on my list. I keep talking to them, but they just aren't interested.
The rockstar coach is going to say, I have 100 people on my list and adding about 3 to 5 new people every single week.
Yep. And Mac Daddy coach, working from a list. Without my list, my business is dead. I work from it daily, and I continue to add at least 20 people to my list a week.
Boom. All right. Inviting. A baby coach. I'm really too afraid to invite people directly to the business, so I post about it on Facebook or Instagram, and I hope they just come to me.
Sorry, my eyes kind of lost me for a second. A rockstar coach is going to say, I'm still a little intimidated to personally invite people, but am inviting a couple people a week.
Yeah. Okay. And the Mac Daddy coach is, if I don't ask, the answer will always be no. I make inviting a priority, and I invite to at least 3 to 5 people per day.
Can I, on this really quick, I was kind of that coach from not even that long ago, to be honest. Like, I think it kind of hit me a year and a half ago about inviting. I post consistently all the time, and I, talk to people here and there, but I wasn't, I was kind of hoping they would come to me. And no matter if people are watching you and they're complimenting you and they're saying things, they more than likely will not come to you. You actually are the one that has to do the work. You have to send out those personal messages every single day.
You have to ask.
And that was like a big eye opener for me. Like, I have to check my business every month. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I only at successful 5? Because I'm not inviting enough people behind the scenes. I can post all day long, but you have to actually be the one to send out the messages.
Yep,
for sure.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Following up. We all know that's the most important part of this, pretty much. So as far as following up, the baby coach would say, I don't want to feel like I'm bothering people, so I don't follow up. I told them to let me know. That doesn't
I follow up with a couple people. Oh, the rockstar coach is, I follow up with a couple people a week. Sometimes when I see their name pop up, I remember.
Right.
That was me for a very long time.
Me too. Me too.
Very long.
Mac Daddy coach. Fortune is in the follow-up. After the invite, I set up a time to follow up via phone call. Absolutely. And you know what? This is true. So I have to say this too. So anyways, there always has to be, the next step is always got to be set up. It can't be vague. It can't be ambiguous. When you send someone a video, like if you're sending the Jimmy Hayes Nelson video to check out what coaching is about, or whatever it is you use to send someone, when I send it to them, I'm like, hey, this video takes about 10 minutes to watch. When do you think you're going to have 10 minutes to watch it?
Oh.
Probably tonight. Okay, sweet. You think by 7 o'clock you'll be done? Yep. Okay, great. Well, 7 o'clock, I'll call you at 7 o'clock, and it's just easier if we talk about it instead of going back and forth on Facebook. So just to clarify, I'm going to write this down. 7 o'clock tonight, you'll have watched it, and I'm calling you at that time. Is that right? And plus, and this kind of should be obvious, but it's not to everyone, I never say, okay, you call me at 7 o'clock tonight. I'm always calling them. I'm not putting it into their hands to call me. I'm calling them. But no matter what you do, no matter what action it is, whether you're following up with someone about a challenge group or the coaching opportunity or whatever, if you send them a video or something, the call to action is the next appointment is already set up. It's not, well, you watch it and I'll get back to you sometime next week about it. That will never work. You will never build a large business.
Watch the video and let me know what you think.
Well, that will definitely never work.
And then you never contact them again.
Right.
GoPro is the best book for this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. I just want to throw, since we are talking about follow-up specifically and the Mac Daddy coach, you always set up time to follow up via a phone call, not a text, not an email, not a Facebook instant message, a phone call, and it's got to be a specific time. I live by the phone. I'm always on the phone. That's how I built my business.
He's a phone person.
Yeah, that's how.
He did a three-way call with me that one time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyways,
and Team Z is a game changer too.
Yes, big time.
Because I used to just put everybody in a list and then go through it a couple times a month and follow up. But now I actually have set dates. Like, hey, do you want me to follow up with you? They tell me, I put it in Team Z. It's great.
And make sure you put a positive spin on the don't instead of telling me what you like about the video, I want to know what you like about the video.
Right.
That's kind of something I learned from Tommy Migrant that has helped a lot because if you say tell me what you like, you're giving them a chance to put negativity into it.
Yeah.
So I want to know what you liked about it. So that helps.
Okay, so personal development. The baby coach is going to say, I don't have time to read books, and if I do, it's going to be something interesting.
Just had someone tell her that, by the way.
I did.
Yeah, I said, well, I did do personal development, but I started reading this fiction book. It was really good. I just had to read it. So, no, I haven't done any for a couple months. So.
I was like, that's definitely a baby coach. They're definitely headed towards rockstar status now that I talked to her. I'm like, you have to be doing personal development. Like, go to YouTube, watch the videos, and she's really excited about it now. She didn't realize that you could get it free and just go to YouTube and there's tons of personal development in our office. So she just didn't realize that, but yeah, she's just a new baby coach. So that's what you hear.
Yep.
And a rockstar
I need personal. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Rockstar coach is going to say, I know I need personal development, but every time I start a book, I never finish it.
Right. And the Mac Daddy coach says, my business will only grow as much as I do. I make it a priority and then put what I've learned to use.
Yep.
Yep.
And they say that you should take 10% of your earnings. I think Tony Robbins is the one that says this. 10% of your earnings from that month or the previous month from Beachbody and put it towards personal development. Mm-hmm. And then it doesn't even matter. Like he was talking about, I think maybe it was Darren
Simon
Hardy.
said that.
Oh, it was Simon Sinek.
Yeah.
They all say it.
Right.
It's all needed. So
Danny Johnson
it's getting really hard to spend what they need to in personal development because they make so much money now. But if they just follow the rules. Okay, so creating testimonials for the baby coach. I don't want my challengers to feel pressured and who am I to coach them? Who am I to coach them?
The Rockstar coach says, I check in with my challengers and my coaches once a week.
Yep, and the Mac Daddy coach says, I check in with my challengers and coaches 3 to 5 times per week, personally and in the
challenge group. I don't know about you, but I check in with my challengers every day. I think maybe, I don't know if that's more than Mac Daddy. I think you guys should be checking in with your challengers every day. That's just, my opinion though.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Brandy, every day, right?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I send voice messages.
Yeah, send voice messages, and personal
certain time of day that I do it, like
telling them
my time of day, pick a time that works for you. Yeah, definitely. Mine is that I'm driving down the road to pick up my kid from school, so it works.
That's a really good time because you just put your finger on the button.
Yep.
All right, so training and events. Okay, well, if they hop on a team call or any other training call when it's convenient or if they remember, that would be a baby coach.
The rockstar coach has the trainings, and Super Saturday Summit is on their schedule.
Yeah, and Mac Daddy coaches, they're on every national wake-up call, every team training, and never misses an event. It's just their priority. It's, they treat their business as a priority. Mm-hmm. Just like we're the CEO of our own company. Carl's the CEO of his own company, Beachbody. Okay, on a much bigger scale, of course, but it's the same thing. What if he's like, at the last minute, I can't make it to Summit this year, guys. Jeff and Michael's going to have to take care of it. My aunts, cousins, sisters, nephews hurt his knee or something, and I just can't make. No prioritization. And it just. Same thing with that. We'd be like, well, this company is going to tank within, months because the CEO is not even focused. He's flighty. Same thing. You can't be that way. You're the CEO of your own company. It's got to be a priority. If there's a Super Saturday, you got to be there. Summit is completely non-negotiable if this is seriously a priority in your life. But if you're just a hobby coach, that's fine. That's not who I'm talking to. Be a hobby coach, and that's okay. But if you want to be more than that, and you want to really build a big business and be able to walk away from your job and do this as a professional career, it's non-negotiable. You have to be there.
Yep.
So, anyway,
okay. And vision. That's huge. For a baby coach, says, I want to make a change, but don't take any action.
Rockstar coach says, I'm starting to move in the right direction, but not 100% committed.
Yeah, and Mac Daddy coach, vision. I start each day reflecting on my vision and 110% committed to making it happen.
Yes. All right. That's all of them. What did you think? Questions, comments?
Yes, it's in the document, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get it to all you guys.
It's actually a photo.
Mm-hmm.
I just printed off the photo. I found it in one of the groups that I'm in. I just thought it was so cool. Like, you can actually see, like, wow, I'm really just I'm not really all in on that aspect of the business. Like, I need to step up my game. So it was pretty neat.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to jot that down. But yeah, we'll put it in there so you guys can see it. But it's just that, like she said, because some things you might be all in on. Like the vision, people are like, well, of course. I mean, I got my goals written down. Every morning I read them, I look at them, and they're great on the vision part. And maybe on the training and events, you guys are on every call. You go to Summit, Super Saturdays. But on creating testimonials or personal development, you might be on the baby coach side or rockstar. And believe me, I am not a Mac Daddy coach on all of them.
I'm not either.
None of us are. That's
there's a lot that I got to work on. It's like, crap.
I'm not either.
Right. And no way am I trying to allude that I am. Believe me. But I'm saying that's the ideal for all of us to shoot for. That's what we're going for. That height of professionalism to where we're all in like that. And those like top 10 coaches and the coaches like that. They're
Mac Daddy
on all of them. And that's why they're where they're at and we're all where we're at. And, it's a different mindset. And they're all in with it without excuse. So,
yeah. Cool beans. Any other question? Oh, yep. It was Brandy posted the chart in the team page in your team page.
I did. Yes. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. I'll post it again, but it's I posted it where the Zoom link is.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any comments or anything, we'll just wrap it up, and I'll post this in our team too, so you guys can have it.
Okay.
All right. See you
Night,
next week,
everybody.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.